toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Upshaw. At the 40, there he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Wants to go up top on first down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Wants to fire on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They just keep firing. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right. Got room to work. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for a pretty good job by the defense.
to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Thompson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They don't believe their kicker can roll double nickels with that 55-yarder, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
DB's right up on the receivers. Powers forward. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Let's go. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on third down. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Upshaw.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Right on target this time. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete to the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Come on, set. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Back looking for the goal line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Still running at the 40. Out of bounds he goes at the 26, and they gobbled up a huge chunk of yardage on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking to scramble. Finds his man. It's Morgan. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Mark. Looking for the end zone. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They want to throw it. It's caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wants to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Utah State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Thompson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, the receiver right now is just living rent-free in that cornerback's head. Early in the game, caught a bunch of in-breaking routes. Now he catches the corner route. He can run the entire route tree, and right now, he's just running wild.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. On the ground, it's Upshaw. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The give to the left. Breaks the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. He makes a grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Upshaw. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Snap from the gun on third down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The run from the shotgun. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Stewart. Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They're going to run it to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Gets the back moving. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still first and goal. Barrels ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What an amazing play by the defense here late in the game. They had a 3-point lead, and they're just trying to hold on to that, but they get the pick six. Great job reading the QB's eyes. You take it the distance, score a touchdown, and now they can breathe a little sigh of relief because all of a sudden they've got a 2-possession lead.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Gets away from one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.